All right, football day. What do we got going on here? Well, let's look at some. I figured at least every Thursday and Saturday I will go over comments that I've gotten on the football videos that pertain to football. We got here a month ago someone said they were new to football, blah blah blah. Went over that one before, and I was like, "You're the fastest," and they put you at my linebacker, not any receiver or running back position. Okay, what would you like to know? A day ago, so a whole month later, someone else replied, "Dang, he didn't even reply." I'm like, that just happens. People come to a video, they ask a question, I will reply, sometimes within minutes, unless I'm sleeping, and then it'll be a couple hours later. But then it could be years before the person even comes back. It's happened. Someone says that I've got another sportswear fitness gym thing. I left it on there because comments are comments. Tatiana Kelsick was actually talking to me about shoulder pads from my original practice jersey and shoulder pad unboxing and review from 2 or 3 years ago at this point. They're like, would you recommend these, and are they good for tight and compression? Well, I mean, I have tight compression jerseys, so if you guys want to check out that video on those shoulder pads, the link unfortunately doesn't actually work in that description. The company doesn't even have those on their site, but Amazon does, and I will put a link below for that one in case you guys want those pads specifically. But they are older brands, but they could be pretty cheap if you just need your own for European, where pretty much everybody has to buy their own. Mostly in high school, I would guess every time I've heard people get their pads from school. And I have another video right here in a card that compares my new pads to those pads. Someone says they've been watching for 4 years. First time they've commented in 4 years, it seems like. But anyways, and then there's another one on the Battle Wide Receiver Gloves unboxing and review. I play in rain. Will they still be good? Me. Yeah, they worked well when I was living in Portland, Oregon. Speaking of gloves, I got this thing from Germany. Now, these are Paquet International. I got going here. I have 2 gloves. What are you? You are the invoice. See? German. Ja. Sie haben Fragen, Kritik oder Anregungen. Rufen Sie uns bitte über unsere Service Hotline. Yeah. Cool. That's nice. I am going to put a link below, and this right here is the name of the site, but it's super long, so there's a link below. If you happen to be in Europe and you want to pick up these gloves, I would not suggest you buy these gloves from there if you live in the States. That's international shipping, and that's a lot. One, 2. Okay. Put that over there to be recycled. Alright, what do we got? First ones. This is the best I could find for linebacker gloves. They are all considered lightly padded, multi-purpose gloves. Oh, look at that! Do not eat. Nope. I thought about it just for a second. They put a little tissue thing so that the gloves don't stick together. Okay, so these packaging is always weird. All right, gotcha. Now I figured it. Okay, so these are cutter's gloves. I'm getting them off. Come on. They threaded it through that little loop. I'll show you here. So they threaded the stretchy band stuff through these loops. Anyways, okay, so let me put this on my left hand because it's these are adult large because I have pretty big hands. See, adult large. They are cutters. They are stuff. Now the reason why they're lightly padded, as you guys can see, they've got a little bit of padding right up there. they still have stickum, you know. Okay, my phone's a little slick, but yeah. Got enough to, you can hear that. Gonna have to give them a pretty good wash or something. But yeah, that little bit of padding right there. And then, as cutters do, this symbol wraps around your knuckles. That's kind of how you know if your gloves fit well. There's no padding on the actual tips of the fingers, which is fine, but when you grab on, you have just that little bit extra. There are some times where I get super in with like Matine or sometimes even Mitchell, and my fingers come back just a little bit more sore. So hopefully when we get back in, I mean, look at the thumb on that. There we are. Look at the thumb. Bam, bam, bam. I've got 3 pads even when you're curled up like that. Like, there's no padding on here, just other than what cutters normally has with its thickness. So they aren't lineman gloves. I've seen the lineman gloves that come from cutters. They have like this stuff right here. So yeah. So here's the other one, so we can see them together. Oh my goodness. Ah. that was aggravating my chest today. But yeah. Probably shouldn't do that too much and just wreck this stuff. But yeah, they stick them. It's pretty good. I know I've seen cutters in the States, but it really sucks. Because, well, because like that would be the test. Like nobody would punch their own fist with receiver gloves, like the ones I have up there. But these are just padded enough. You can hit your own hand. You know, like I said, there's a little bit of padding there, but it's the back of the hand that we're worried about. Because when you're in like that, and somebody tries to come across and like that, having a little bit of padding on the back of your hands. I mean, they look good because they're blue, because, you know, blue and yellow. The other gloves I got are white. Because that's the only, I would have gotten blue also, but that's all they had. So when we get back into the season, probably in January, because Corona, I'll test these out, which will actually be pretty good because it'll be freezing cold at that time. And we'll see how warm these are. So I'll put a card up there. If there isn't one right now that goes, whom, then obviously it's not that time of year yet. But when we get back in and I do test these this is the video for it. If it's not there, obviously you're watching this before I got a chance to test them out and can't go forward, test them out and put a video in now. Next ones. These are from Nike. They are again adult large, because that's the one good thing about football gloves. These are the super bad gloves with Magna Grip technology. I don't know. See, super bad gloves. Again, these are also lightly padded. They don't have any thick padding on their palm. Whew, yeah, these smell new. Anyways, see what I mean? It's just how they. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. So yeah, you see what I mean by their. They got padding that goes all the way from the wrist up to in each of the fingers, and then it looks like each of the fingers has a little break point in the pad. So, and then yeah, except for the Nike Swoosh, which breaks the pinky apart from its normal other padding, and the thumb. Has a big pad here and a little pad here. But again, there's none on the tip to the thumb, but there's also stickum here. Let's put it on. Oh, it's the right hand. Ooh, these are very stiff. Yep. Definitely got the knuckle covering, and then each of these knuckles, so there isn't much padding on the middle of your finger, unlike with the cutter's gloves where they break, the padding breaks something at each of the knuckles and then pads your actual fingers, whereas these, because my fingers are all the way at the end, so as large gloves should do. But they got that too. So this would probably work for running backs also, but I'm a linebacker, so that's all I really care about. I'm going to do the test of hitting both my hands together and see what that does. I mean, they got the cool little multi-tone text pattern pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a pentagon. That's a hexagon. That's a whatever. They're broken up, but they don't feel as thick on the back here as the cutter's gloves do. Like, I'm not sure if these will be... No, they stick. So, you can always go for those picks in the Tampa 2. A little harder. I mean, it works, but this seems... Because like if you're holding the ball, then you've got the good padding. But if you're gripping onto someone, this might not be the greatest. I'll still use them for stuff because, I mean, the padding works. I don't have anything here, but just yeah. See, that's kind of hard padding though. It doesn't fully cover. We'll have to see how this works when I'm actually up against linemen and whatnot, but it does provide that little bit of extra protection. You guys can see the things. They just, every design has theirs differently. Oh, look at that. I should already clip that. Huh. Well, everything's made perfectly. But anyway, so yeah, I got Nike gloves, and I got cutter's gloves, and so yeah. That's pretty much up with that. I guess this is the test for the 2020s. Yeah. Can't work my phone. Good. You shouldn't be able to take a drip selfie while you're out on the field. Yeah, I can't. But anyways, okay, so I will link both of these gloves below. If I find them on Amazon, I will link to them on the German store that I bought these from. And again, if you're in Europe and you are looking for rough and tough, you know, backer gloves, we'll call it, for running backs, halfbacks, fullbacks, and linebacks, and whatnot. So, to be fair, it doesn't have a nice, it's just like, look at that. My camera can't even figure out what to look at because it's all, but yeah, got double Nike. That's that. Remember, links below and everything. Got cards around. End screen goes to other gear reviews that this video has been in. Yeah, catch you later.